Hi everybody. Merry Christmas! Old Man Comic Book Reviews coming at you. We have a huge stack. And a few of these I have a couple things to say about. This is not one of them. Wonder Woman, number 782. We have, let me find out here. Hold on, one more page. There it is. Written by Michael W. Conrad and Becky Cloonan. Marcio Takara is the artist. Wonder Woman is being attacked by a lot of Wonder Women that appear to be made out of glass. They break when you hit them. And she's trying to return Siegfried, her buddy Siggy, from Asgardian Valhalla, return his sword to his resting place, taking Boston along, who's inhabiting a corpse. That's not going so well for Boston because it doesn't work the same way. So, and Dr. Psycho is a best-selling author that does broadcasts like, I don't know, an idiot, and people watch him, and he's like the new Alex Jones in the DC universe, I guess. So she returns his sword, and she feels all better, and now there is a swarm of Wonder Women attacking by this guy named Image Maker, Master of Mirror World. I don't know who that is. If you know who that is, leave it in the comments. I don't know who that is. The backup is the second part of What Lies Beneath Part 2, which leads to the road to the trial of the Amazons, and it's the smallest print. This one is Vita Ayala is the writer. Oh, we know him. He does New Mutants. And, oh, really? All right. Skylar Partridge? Nope. Skylar Patridge is the artist. So it's just setting up for a new series, and then they always just like to put backup stuff in here. It's alright. Nothing to write home to mom about. We are on to number 7 of Adventure Man. And my favorite part about Adventure Man is, see this lovely lady here? That's Adventure Man. She is Adventure Man. The script is by Matt Fraction, pencils and colors by Terry Dodson, inks by Rachel Dodson. And she gets to team up with a guy from her dad's days, the original Adventure Man. He's like a gunslinger with glowing guns, and they fight ghosts. And we're running out of the formula that makes her big, strong Adventure Man. There's one vial left, and they haven't made any new ones yet, so we'll see how that goes. My favorite part of this is, well, I do believe it's still Dodson, who's doing the covers and stuff. He decided to tell you how he does the cover art. So he gives you layouts of everything. He does more detailed, and he's giving you details all the way on the bottom there, and takes you through the entire process, inking, what color programs he uses, finished product is that. It's neat because he cheats. He even says it. Where is it? Small, little, tiny sketches. The smaller the artwork is, the less ink you gotta use. Oh. We have finished with Gun Honey. This is number 4. The good news is, for those of us who tape my show for me and don't read the back parts, is they have been approved for another side. So, writer Charles Ardai, artist Ang Hor King. And she is finding out that the big Bernie guy from last issue is related. So she has to go on one last mission, and we find out the bad guy's deeper than we thought. So a little disconcerting, the scenes where she's just wearing the nipple clips and the punishment mask. I felt like she was wearing that for a lot longer than she needed to, but I didn't write the story, and she looks fine. So they do her thing is Gun Honey puts a gun where you can't get one. So she uses her powers for good one last time, and then her and the man go naked into the ocean like a pulp fiction novel. It's very pulpy. It's very, very nice. I might have to go back and buy some of the other ones because they did such a good job with this one. So there you go. They promised us it will be coming back. He said something about a graphic novel collection. Who cares? We bought the floppies. We didn't review the first one of these, but I'm going to go ahead and review the second one because the first one is in the hands of my granddaughters, Sophie and Fiona. It's called Getting Dizzy. Written by Shea Fontana, illustrated by Celia Muscote, or Muscote. It's a girl whose job it is, she's the burb defender, is what she calls herself. And she has to learn how to skate. And we get introduced to all of her friends because she has to go after the let's see, what do they call them? Negatrix. They're little demons that make everything negative. And her job is to fight them. And she does it with her friends. She's got her coach Chipper, who swears a lot because she's an adult and everyone else isn't. She's got Scarlett, her skateboarder friend, who's the best skateboarder. She's got Peyton Sweet, redhead, has her scooter, only one arm. She's got nothing from here down, and they don't talk about it. And Ave is the one who makes movies, and this young lady, they just call her Dizzy. That's why it's called Getting Dizzy. Her job is, this is a great comic book. This is a great all ages comic book. People would love this book, so you should go get it. Don't wait for it, go get it. And you're only missing 2 issues, so it's not so bad. Very good stuff. From Boombox. Boombox always does good stuff. We're on to issue 2 of Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. We've gone with the Joseph Michael Lisner cover again, because why not? Look how he draws her. I can't say no to that. Written by Stephen Mooney, art by Jethro Morales. She is still fighting the giant glowing jaguar in this dome thing. This is a gruesome issue. I mean, the jaguar destroys these guys. There's blood, guts flying around everywhere. And where is the thing that made me laugh? Let's see. Oh, so she's been sent in, and the guy's on comlink with her. And she says to him, "Do you know the 8 signs which signal warm-blooded creatures are lying? I can detect 2 of them, even over your comlink." So Sheena's Sheena. She got a little bit of a wound, so she had to get some stuff and make some medicine and get some sleep. And for some reason, the jaguar, we don't know why, sorry, has attacked her twice now, and it's not killing her, and we don't know why. So, more mysteries under the dome in a jungle hell, basically. So, it's a great book. I didn't have any Vampirilla, so I had to go to Sheena. Where are we at? Here we go. Number 9 of 12, the Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. This is just plain silly. Oh, this is going to have the small print, isn't it? Where is it? There it is. All right, written by Sholly Fish. I did not make that up. Sholly Fish. Drawn by Scott Geralds. And they are going on a hunt for a pirate treasure. And they do not team up with Batman. They team up with the Riddler. Because he's after it too, and they figure that's just the smart thing to do. Batman's in the end of this, basically. So they go and they help the Riddler find the treasure, and they have to outthink somebody else who's after the treasure. There's more than one person after the treasure. And of course they catch the bad guys, and they find the treasure, and they figure out the clues, and Batman shows up and says, good job. He arrests the Riddler, and the Riddler's like, what? There's no law against searching for treasure. No, but there are plenty of laws against the 17 crimes you committed in Gotham City last week. Oh, those. So, there you go. And they make really bad puns. So, the Riddler's there, so you gotta have them. Good book, it's almost over, issue 9. At this point, just wait for the book. We're still going. All right, Savage Avengers. I know for a fact that this book is over next issue. This is what you call, in the business, the penultimate issue. And this entire time, they had been fighting Kulan Goth. And they brought in everybody. Let me get the stats out of the way. Writer Jerry Dugan, artist Patch Zurcher. So for like most of the book, these guys are the same. But they bring in everybody. There's Magic, there's the Black Knight, there's Ghost Rider, there's Doctor Doom, there's Kang, there's Kang again. Doctor Strange, Black Widow, Conan, Juggernaut, Wolverine, and Elektra Daredevil. Not regular Daredevil. But Kulan Goth works for Shuma Gorath, who is a big, let me send you a picture, big eyeball tentacle guy. That's Shuma Gorath. So they're like, we'll take care of this, and he's like, Shumagaroth is like, fine, I'll leave. I'm going to be taking a few years to devour Cool and Goth. So we're going to go and make that exquisite. And they have to solve the problem of Cool and Goth. This is the best penultimate, because I didn't see it coming. It's time shenanigans. This whole book is time shenanigans. But the thing that they decided to do to make it work is very good. And no, I won't tell you. Read the damn book. There's only one more issue left. I can't tell you to run out and get all of them. You probably get a trade paperback in, and they usually put like, what, 6 in a trade paperback? So you're like four deep. And 14 deep is Strange Academy! With Scotty Young as the, I don't even have to tell you because I know them because they're right there. Scotty Young is the writer. Humberto Ramos is the guy, the artist. And they talk about, they're teaching them time travel. We're going to teach you how time shenanigans work. So, and the one girl asks a very good question. She says, so you're saying time is broken if things don't work out the way you or the Avengers or the X-Men need them to, but if things don't work out for normal people or bad guys, that's just how it's supposed to go? Brother Voodoo did not have a good answer for that. So they try to do a solo time trip, and what is his name again? Hold on a minute. Doyle. The great doorman who has a small child by the name of Doyle, who is awkward and skinny and doesn't play well with others, and likes a girl named Emily in his class. He goes to the far, far future, and things have changed, and they don't get along anymore, and that's Doyle. So he's going to try and fix that because he is so in love with her. And they pull him out before he gets a chance to fix it. Brother Voodoo's like, no, you don't get to fix it, blah, blah, blah. And we had the little guy. What is his name? He had a coat that tried to eat him. Calvin had a coat that tried to eat him. It was an evil coat, but it was his form of magic. So he's going in town looking for a fellow by the name of Gaslamp. So Gaslamp, who looks like that, sells wishes. And he's doing the classic heroin bit. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a little wish. And if that works the way you want it to, then come see me for the bigger wish. Because he wants to be able to still do magic even though his coat tried to eat him, so they had to kill the coat. So, we'll see how that goes. Because wishes, especially in the Marvel Universe, are a terrible thing. Alright, we have a new number 1. Is that the only number 1? Yes. That you must go out and buy immediately. We have, I'm not going to tell you what it's called yet until I give you all your stats. Assuming I can find them. Wow, they're really hiding them in here. Are they at the end? Yes, they're at the end. Here we go. Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad. Sound familiar? We had them already. Are the story, George, it's probably George, Corona, does the art. And it's called Batgirls. So you have Oracle. She's up on the roof. Yes, she can walk again. Thanks for asking. We have the other 2 Batgirls. There's Cassandra and the other one, I don't remember their names. This one's actually called Batgirl. When I read her, she couldn't talk. She has no trouble talking now. So they apparently have to go deep undercover because of something that happened in Fear State. I was not going to read the 75 issues of Fear State. I wanted to read this because it looked like fun, and now that I've read it, the artwork in this is just awesome. It's so fun to read, a fun Bat book, basically. So, yeah, I don't know, let me see. Cass, that's the one that's in all black. And Oracle is Barbara Gordon, of course. I do like that there are only 2 types of ramen they have, and I'm not abbreviating them. This is what it says on the cups of ramen, is cup nudes or cup-a-nude. N-O-O-D. So, cup nudes and cup-a-nude. And they have a sneaky neighbor who may have buried a body. And I still don't, let me see. I still don't have her name, though. Cass actually went and got, these guys tried to mug her, so she let them win. She put a reading is fun bag over her head and beat the shit out of them because they had her favorite robe and her toothbrush. And she was not going to take a shower without her favorite robe, which is a giant blue or purple unicorn. And so she beat the crap out of those guys. She just said everyone that she found it, but they're all laying in the alley, groaning and moaning. And they run across these guys again, but there's something going on with people in Gotham acting like zombie-ish. I also love that they use sound effects. When she gives them their scooters, it says sad trombone. You hear it in your head the minute that says the words sad trombone, you know what it is. They didn't like the scooter, so they sold this car instead with a skull on the grill. Yeah. And they decided to figure out what to name it. And they were like, what should we name it? Bruce? Nah. Bilbo? Nah. Bow? Nah. Boba? Nah. Bondo. So they named the car Bondo. And they're busy doing doodads all over the city so that Barbara Oracle can get back online without the bad guys finding her. Then, things go from there. It's weird though because I don't know who these bad guys are at the end. They finally have to face down on some actual bad guys. And there's some evil person with a brain looking thing on her head. And they're called the Saints. And their names are Tarsus, Assisi, Valentine, and then Fido 5. Okay, I've heard of St. Tarsus, I've heard of St. Assisi, I've heard of St. Valentine, but Fido 5? Fido 5's not a saint in any world? This probably has something to do with that Fear State thing I didn't watch, or read, so this is a really good book. It's only first issue. Go out and buy this book. Mr. Corona's artwork is awesome, and we don't go wrong with Clunan. He writes great. So, have a Merry Christmas. I hope you get comic books for Christmas. I did not see Sophie and Theo this weekend because we will see them next weekend for Christmas. If you can tell, I'm a little excited about Christmas. So until next week, go read a comic book. I'll see you next week.